basketball game. Hats off to West Virginia. Tremendous basketball team. They're going to win a bunch of games, going to have a chance to win the Big 12. They're just so tough, and Coach does a tremendous job. A lot of respect for him and his staff. I've known his staff, some of them, for a long time, and so I just feel like this is really a tremendous win for our program. There should be probably a third young lady up here in Dominique Dillingham, who guarded their best player, Bria Holmes, held her to 8 for 23 tonight, 2 for 8 from 3. She gets Dom plays 38 minutes. She scored 3 points, had 4 rebounds, and she's probably player of the game in that she went and guarded their best player and holds her, to 8 for 23. But just tremendous. I was proud of our toughness tonight. I didn't think we got out tough too many times tonight. We take great pride in that. Coach Aiken works hard with us in the weight room and with our strength, but just the toughness factor of competition, not getting out tough. And I felt like we had a couple of stretches where if we got a rebound, we could have gone from 16 to 18 like 2 straight times. We didn't get the rebound, they cut it to 14, got it all the way back to 10. But, besides that, we're still so young. We're out there competing against great teams. In a great environment. How about our environment tonight? Our fans were loud. Just really, the hump was exciting tonight, and I thought our kids we didn't shoot the free throws that well. If we make free throws, it's probably a different game, but again, just loved our competitiveness tonight and beating really a quality opponent.
You said the other night you can't remember a time when you gave up 83 points in one game. Can you remember a time when you had 31 offensive rebounds?
Never. Not in a big game like this. It might have been against some 3-name directional school, maybe. But typically you don't shoot that bad, in those games. But 31, but you got to realize who's getting them. Ketara, you can't get a body on her. She's wacky. And then you got Chinway, she's a workhorse in there. She just, it's hard to get a body on her, so you got a bunch of kids in there battling and trying to rebound. Now that doesn't bode well for our field goal percentage, but that's what happens when you play a team like that. They're so good, they can test shots. When we made our little run in the second half, Ketara I had a couple buckets. She stepped through on one move, but remember we had 2 and 3 offensive rebounds there at a stretch. A couple back-to-back possessions. Those are just kill you. That's just like sticking a knife in your heart. If you're trying to get kids to block out and you finally get them to miss, second chance points, third chance points. And so I know I've been on that side of it before, and it's kind of fun to be on the other side, to be honest with you. So our kids batting, that's that competitiveness that I'm talking about, just our toughness and not being denied. When you put Bree in there at the 3 and she's at the 4, and then if I can get Victoria to go, man, that's some 6'1" going in there battling with Chinway at 6'5". You got a chance to get a few of those boards. So again, that just goes back to that competitiveness.
Ketara, you talked about boxing out yesterday. Looks like you did a pretty good job with that. Let's talk about your effort and getting that double-double.
Just going out there competing, not being scared, knowing that I can compete with others, and being aggressive. Like I said, I've been working on being more aggressive and trying to get to the hole. Just being more aggressive this year.
Victoria, can you talk about the difference between first half and second half, going 2 to 10 and 8 of 13 in the second half, just not letting the first half phase it?
What happened differently, I played a whole lot better. And I think I was focusing on defense the first half because I've been struggling with defense. Last game I fouled out. And I tried to keep my mind on defense, and I just came out second half and just played.
Vic, there was a 40-second period there where Victoria had the 3-pointer and the jumper. They were coming back, and it went from 8 points to 13 points. How big was that, especially coming out of the freshman?
Well, it's big, and again, though, we're going to talk about it, and at some point we're not, because these kids just don't play like, they just don't play. And again, Ketara's just sophomore. She's got 30-something games under her belt. But her, Bree, Dom, they're not playing like kids that only have played 33, 35, 37 games. I mean, they just don't. And of course, my freshmen, they're all confident kids. Obviously, Victoria's extremely confident. Kid goes 2 for 10 the first half and then backs it up the second half with an incredible, I had no idea, y'all, she had 26 points. No clue. I would have never guessed that, but the kid's got no conscience, which is what you want from an offensive player. You cannot worry about the last shot, 2 shots that you missed. You got to worry about the next 2 or 3 you're going to make. And that's what you love about her. And again, being in these games, she's been in this environment before. Katara's been in this environment before, so you're excited about that. Those 5 points were awfully big. And of course, you know, I was the one on the sideline hollering, hold it up, oh, good shot. So I've got that play down.
You talk about that point in the first half. I think it might have been 18-11, and Morgan comes up. She knocks the ball loose a couple of times, and she gets a block, a shot clock violation. And it seemed to really spark her offense a little bit.
Yeah, you know, I thought the first half Morgan was really good. She came in, gave us the spark, and then I can't. Again, JJ was really, really good tonight. Comes off the ball game force plays 8 minutes tonight. She plays 23. And those two are our quarterbacks, and we talk about them being our quarterbacks, and you can't win if your quarterback doesn't play good. And those two have really been playing good for us, night in and night out. You're either going to get one of them. If you get both of them clicking, I mean, we're going to be hard to beat when both of them are playing well. And, you know, again, Morgan's a confident kid. She goes, 0 for 8 tonight. Didn't shoot it overly well, but she has 5 steals, 3 assists. She has 2 turnovers. So, you know, you love our competitiveness, y'all. I mean, it continues to amaze me a little bit, but at the same time, I'm getting quite used to it. And, you know, but becoming you expect it now. I mean, these kids, they have no fear in them. They have no fear. And you know, it goes back to that saying, you know, sometimes when you're young, what you don't know doesn't hurt you.
There was a point in the second half of a 10-point lead, but you had a really good defensive possession. I think JJ had a steal. Ketara had an offensive rebound putback. And then she has another offensive rebound putback, and she takes a charge. It seems like she was trying to stuff the stat box there and do kind of a little bit of everything.
Hey, those charges are on her. She took 3 of them. We took 8 as a team tonight. You know, those are all big plays. Personal foul, team foul, our ball, they lose possession. Turnover. It's the biggest play in the game. They'll tell you, I'm big on that. And she's so good at it. And that's an unselfish act. And you're right, those are huge plays. The charges don't go in the stat box. They're up on my goal board and not in the locker room. They don't go in here. But what does go in here is a turnover. We forced them into 24 turnovers. And again, just seeing these kids, you know, develop. They're young, they're developing, they're coming around, they're evolving right before our eyes and playing with confidence. And that's what you want them to do. You want them to play with confidence, and they're doing that right now. And I'm telling you, that's a great basketball team we beat tonight. That guy's been around the block. You know, they're really good. That player is really a good player. Dominique Dillingham went out and guarded her.
How different a player is Ketara from last year at this point?
You know, I think she's better in that she's, like she said, she's trying to provide more energy. She's not settling. She's not going to let anybody block her. I just think she's knowledgeable. You know, I mean, she's got a year under her belt. It's only 1 year, but it's still, she knows what to expect. And I bet she'd tell you, hey, it's nice, you know, when you feel like the coach has got a lot of confidence in you, and I do. I got tons of confidence in her. Not that I never have, but, you know, she's won that job right now. But I've also been able to play Breathe in at 3, which gives us that big lineup. So she's earned everything she's getting right now. You know, she came off, start the second half, for instance. Her player got two straight baskets. She knew it. I knew it. It's not time for a butt chewing. All you got to remind her is, hey, she scored 2 times in a row. That's unusual for her. Just like the last game with Arkansas State, her and Dom, as good as they are defensively, they didn't play very good. So, you know, we talked about we could fix that. Boy, tonight, 8 charges. That's big time.
You talked yesterday about wanting to play this game to kind of gauge where your team was at. What did you learn about your team tonight?
Hey, we're getting better. You know, I continue to be impressed with our kids, regardless of their age. Like we talk about all the time, the ball doesn't know how old you are, and these kids, again, they just continue to play hard, try to please us, try to play within the framework of what we're giving them, but they're competitors. I love their competitiveness. I love their toughness tonight. I didn't think we were very tough the other night. I thought we were extremely tough tonight, and I love that about them. And you know, you got a chance. Physical, tough, aggressive basketball team. Doesn't say anything about your jump shot. That's what we want to be.
Is it a matter of confidence? Because from one observer's point of view, we've got a totally different play from last year.
Yes, most definitely. Like I said, last year I was complacent and a lot more timid. So this year I put work in over the summer and just come back with confidence and knowing that I have teammates that believe in me and coaches that believe in me. So just playing hard.
And I think we're having fun. I think our kids are having fun out there right now. You know, I think that's a big thing. They're having fun. We're learning, but we're having fun.
Any other questions?
Vic, they had, sorry.
Go ahead.
31 offensive rebounds, but 17 defensive rebounds. Do you want to kind of boost that number up a little bit? Seems kind of odd that almost double the offensive than defensive.
Well, and, you know, we gave up 20 offensive. Now, again, that's going to be skewed in that you held them to, you know, 37%, 38. You know, I'll take 38% field goal percentage defense every night. 20 offensive rebounds, yeah, that concerns me. But, again, our 31 is a little skewed, too. Chenway's got 10 and only 1 for 7. 10 offensive rebounds should be 20 points, you know, 10, 20 points, right? Those should be stick backs. Hey, I only took one class of math. But, you know, that's what that should translate to. But, again, that's another kid that's just a freshman. She's just now playing, getting that opportunity. So you can't substitute that experience. But, yes, I would love to knock that 20 offensive rebounds down to 14. But, again, it's hard to get a body on some of those kids out there. And I thought we competed and tried to do that, you know. We had some fouls where we were blocking out. Hey, I'll take those all day. Take them all day. So, hey, appreciate y'all. Praise the Lord and go Dogs.